And then, or if, you do your little getaway thing that you've planned forever and you're miserable and you're like, yeah, that wasn't everything that it was cracked up to be. And then like a week later, you're like, well, I did it last time. And, I got back to work and I started my life again. So I'm going to do it again. And then those spaces are more and more closer together. And next thing you know, everything falls apart. So just side note, just check yourself because it's not worth it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, if you think you can do it, I mean, we're just trying to save you some time and some pain.
Right.
But, I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do. I'm just telling you. And it's not worth it either. Like for me, the reason why I had to get on top of that is because I knew I didn't like the way I was feeling. And like I said, I don't even know how to describe the feeling of it, but it was something that I had to address. And coping skills would make me cope with it. I don't know. I don't know. I like doing things that I didn't realize I liked doing before. I like more like activities, or I don't like coping skills. I talked about that before because you don't deal with the problem. You're just going to put some tape on it. Like It's going to fall off the wall, like that tape don't stick no wall. So, this woman told me one time. It's a Chinese restaurant. So, yeah, power of relapse. Doesn't mean you have to stay there. It doesn't mean you have to kick yourself. You will, for a minute. But keep yourself surrounded by positive people and people who are doing what they need to be doing. There's a lot of fake people in recovery. A lot of great people in recovery, but not everybody in recovery is great. Mm-hmm. Some people, like, it's a game to them, and some people are really trying and just not getting it yet. But as long as you don't give up, and you're the only one who knows if you're for real or not, if you really want this good life that people talk about, it can be had. Mm-hmm. Just don't give up.
Yeah, for sure.
I could have given up. I wouldn't be on a podcast right now. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be driving people to and from treatment centers.
Yeah.
And the thing, and we're just scratching the surface and stuff that we're going to do. So I don't know. It's just amazing. It really is. And I could have given up. Oh, wait, they told me no. They laughed at my proposal. Yeah. I filled out that I wanted $280,000, and they were like, "Wait, what? You got a year clean?" But I didn't give up, and the people, they helped me, and I could have been bitter and mad, and I was disappointed, but I don't know. Like it was one of those things that now I just laugh at it, and you're like, well, I had to start somewhere. And I remember when we were going through that process too, and I was like, well, we might as well ask for the kitchen sink too,
Yeah.
Like why not? This is the first time we're ever doing this, so let's figure it out. And it's trial and error sometimes too. And so whatever you're trying in your life, and if it doesn't work out, don't stop trying it. If you have a dream, if there's something you want to do, go after it with everything. And there's going to be doors that are slammed right in your face. There's going to be people laughing at you. But you know what? You can be laughing back in a couple of years. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep focused and do the things you need to do each day. And you add 365 days of those in a row. Mm-hmm. It's a long time. It's such a long time. And time goes by so slow, which is awesome. It's like fast but slow. Like it's slow when football season's like supposed to come, and I'm like, come on, football season. Then it gets here and it goes by fast. Mm-hmm. But then it goes by slow. And I look back, I'm thinking, man, that was like 10 years ago. And I'm like, no, that was about a year and a half ago. Mm-hmm. But you start remembering the days, and they're not just all in a foggy haze of work, liquor store, sleep.
Oh my gosh, I know. Those days were just completely useless, completely. That's what I come across people on a daily basis, just checking in with individuals that are in recovery and ask them how they're doing. And of course, some of those people will be having a bad day and they'll be like, this and that, and, you know, I feel like crap, or, you know, this didn't go well today. And I always am ended with it. It's like, you know, but you're clean. You're clean. You have that going for you, you know, and that in itself is, you know, a total, you know, triumph right there on a daily basis. And you have to remind yourself of that. And, you know, it is work. It's a lot of work. And if you develop a routine, I talk about this all the time, but once you develop a routine and you get into the swing of things and, you know, you're keeping yourself busy and you're feeling better. I don't care who you are. Once you get sober, you're going to feel better about you and where you're at. Physically, you'll feel better. You know, you're more productive. And, you know, that's another piece too that I thought about the other day was when you get sober and people say that they get bored, right? That they're bored because, like, you're not passed out all day long. I mean, there was times when I could sleep for like 3 days in a row, like straight up just sleep, or have the TV on, and I was never bored because I was drunk or passed out. And that is no way to live. Like, I would never ever want to revisit that lifestyle. You know, but once you get your routine and once you can start seeing these changes and start seeing these returns, that will happen. And it doesn't happen right away, but it's amazing. And it gives you that fuel to keep on going. And life gets, you know, life's better. Life is good. And you can celebrate yourself and everything you accomplish, and you be proud of yourself.
It's like that movie we watched. Well, there's a couple movies we watched last week, and I can't believe I've never heard of the first one we watched. It's called Drunks. Mm-hmm. And it has that one guy in it, and it has actually a bunch of people in it. I can't remember that.
Who's the one guy?
I don't know. Isn't it Lewis or something? Rich? It's that one guy.
What else is he in?
I don't remember.
We watched so
He's
many.
in Curb Your Enthusiasm from time to time. Dark hair, mullet. Richard something, maybe. Michael, no, Richard. Anyway, that guy's in it. And then
Look it up.
Calissa Flockhart, is that her name?
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
in it. What's that dude's name, man? Well, the real reason I'm kind of trying to talk about the other one we watched.
The whole movie, the whole entire movie is essentially an AA meeting. Mm-hmm. And it's got all these different crazy characters in it, and it's a lot like a real meeting, actually. Kind of comical, you know, because we go to them, so you can see all the little, you know, quirks and stuff that pops out at you. But it's super entertaining, and yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Richard Lewis.
Richard Lewis.
Yeah.
Big bug eyes.
Diane West, Faye Dunaway, Sam Rockwell, Parker Posey, Calista Flockhart, Kevin Corrigan, a bunch of other people. But there's a lot of people who are like, whoa, they're so young. I mean, it's from a long time ago. Yeah, I just can't believe I had never seen that. I guess it was started as a play called Blackout, and it ran on Broadway in 1990, and then I guess they're like, we need to make this into a movie. And it really is a good movie, and it's so true on how people react. And even in the end, when the dude's at the bar, he's going to shoot up some heroin right there, you know, like he's that out of his mind where, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this is cool. And he was going through some hard stuff, you know, he lost a loved one, and it just takes over, you know, the power of the relapse. And that was kind of his thing too in that movie. Yeah. And you called it, you knew exactly, you're like, this is how it's going to end. And then I'm like, and then that happened. I'm like, damn. But the other movie though, that I really was trying to get to when we started talking about this, and I'm trying to see if it'll show me related movies, is the one with that lady. It was like Belle, The Life and Death. Oh wait, here we go. Also watched.
It's a documentary, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, man.
Of Betty or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, like, Addicted to Food. I need to watch that one. Now it's not showing up, but there's a... Oh, here we go. My Name Was Betty.
Mm-hmm.
The Life and Death of an Alcoholic. That was some sad SHI.
Yeah. I would suggest watching the Drunks
T-shirt.
movie first.
Yeah.
But if you are on a kick and want to watch some recovery movies, because that one actually it goes into like the detail about what it does to your body.
Yeah, especially if you're a woman.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff would be way more interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it was interesting for me too, but they were just like, and compared to the man, the women does it, and the women. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
I thought women were supposed to be equal.
Yeah.
Apparently, your bodies aren't built like ours.
And it went through this woman's entire pictures of this woman, and
oh my gosh,
her children were.
And both we were sitting there watching it,
Yeah.
and the daughter's like, "Yeah, mom hasn't let anybody in her house in 14 years or whatever, 20 years. It was something ridiculous, and she just won't let us come in." And I'm like, wait, you're talking about how frail she is? Like, what? I think it was you that said, like, what's she going to do? Like, tell you to leave? Like, I mean, you can just kind of push your way in, and holy hell. The squalor, this one, like, I felt bad.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm looking at them kids and they're all acting like, we cared about mom so much. And, no, you
she
didn't.
was a beautiful woman. And
no,
then,
you would have went in there and took her ass right out of there. I would have, my mom.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
nope, I don't care, mom. You got to go. We're going to get you some help.
You could have, I mean, her life was in danger just
Oh
by
my
living like
God.
that. And
It's
you should have seen the
disgusting.
half gallons that were everywhere. Oh my gosh.
She stopped taking her trash out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was just a horrible way to die, man.
It was sad.
Yeah, it just was. But yeah, check that out. That's called, what did I say? My Name Was Betty. But Drunks is the other one we were talking about. I just can't believe I've never even heard of them. But there's a bunch of movies. That's why one thing I do like about Amazon.
And then we also watched that Being Charlie movie.
Being Charlie.
Mm-hmm. The young guy who goes to
Oh,
rehab.
yeah. I caught some of it.
It was good. It was also, it went through the whole, it's a young kid whose father's running for governor of California.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like this rich kid, and he ends up getting sent to rehab and breaks out. And then he ends up having to go back, because his parents make him. Meets a girl, and then he goes to, sober living, and it's
yes.
yeah. So, but yeah, and then he ends up doing this stand-up comedy thing after for one of the rehab events or something. But
I told you that woman was going to get him, or that girl.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's going to be a relapse.
They're entertaining movies, though.
Yeah, and some of that, I mean, like some of that I didn't get, was the whole, oh, my dad's running for governor, like, okay. Like, that's like, oh, there's one called The 13th Step. We should watch that tonight. Yeah, just kidding.
Sexual relationship.
Hey, Chris Goss. I miss Chris Goss.
I know, me too.
Yeah. So, yeah, the power of the relapse. I guess that was the topic tonight. And we didn't have to wait 30 minutes to get into it either.
Right.
So I'm glad you brought your A game tonight and you were serious, Marnie. I was joking around.
I know.
Willy-nilly. That's what we used to say on the show. But thanks for listening. We do have the app. You can get it. It's pretty cool. It makes you a lot better at work, I think, is what I said the other day. It makes you more reliable. When you have the 217 Recovery app, it actually can make you invisible sometimes, too. So you just got to figure out the right code of things to hit in there. Mm. The big news that I was going to drop earlier that I didn't is we still have the signed picture of Nico that we put up for auction for $1 million. We still have it.
Okay.
So if you want to donate $1 million to 217 Recovery, we will get that to you. Also, I was going to give you a sweatshirt, I think, too.
Hoodie.
Just throw it in. Just throw it in there. But, yeah, if you would like to donate, that's cool, too. Amazon Smiles is a very easy way to do it. if you're buying stuff off Amazon anyway,